Hello, and welcome to another episode of Sam Reading Smut. Today, I will be reviewing... I purchased this book immediately after I read That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon, which you can check out that video here on my YouTube because it was so much fun and I just loved it. It had such good vibes and this book did not disappoint. Still the fun, same zany vibes, and I'm here for it. As you can guess by the title, totally makes fun of the romance genre in all the fun ways. It points out all the tropes throughout that she's using and it's hilarious. Our main character, Dorothy, if you can guess by the title, gets abducted by aliens. She's a biologist who's working on her master's degree. She's currently in an internship where she's studying meerkats and she almost gets eaten by a lion, and right before the lion's like, she gets abducted. While on the ship, she escapes, somehow gets hit with this goo so she can understand the lion when the lion licks her. So she finds out very early on. She kisses someone or they touch her mouth, then they can I know it sounds as ridiculous. It sounds, and it's amazing. She escapes the ship through a pod with the lion, and they end up on an alien planet with dinosaurs and aliens, other aliens. The aliens who abduct her are these like bird-like creatures. I kind of pictured them as little angry birds. The reason they abducted her is for a breeding program because they work for a corporation that didn't do enough research and accidentally dumped a bunch of toxic stuff on a planet. And when they went to evacuate the planet, they only saved the males because they're birds. They didn't think they were going by plumage, and that didn't affect these aliens. They found humans can be compatible. They abducted humans that were near death and they thought wouldn't be missed because of that for this breeding program, and genetically altered them so they'd be able to, have babies with these aliens, because of course these aliens have horns. And the reason there are dinosaurs on this planet is because they didn't do their research very well when they were looking at humans. They ended up getting like a whole bunch of DNA from all these natural history museums thinking this was normal human life. So there's also giant sloths, saber-toothed tiger, which the lion has a love story and falls in love with one of them, which is adorable. But yeah, it's a mess, really points out, corporations need to be better and do better. Because apparently it's also a problem in space, which is so sad to me. Now, despite her being put on this planet to be part of a breeding program, I will say she does not get pregnant. That's something you're worried about. Don't worry. Her birth control is still implanted in her arm, and the aliens, the bird aliens, didn't realize that. If you don't want to read a book where she gets pregnant, don't worry, she doesn't. The aliens that she's been put on this planet to breed with are these guys. Not even gonna try and say their name. It starts with an S. Read the book. In their culture, they have mates, essentially. They call it something that starts with a Z. Again, read the book. I'm not gonna try and pronounce it. I want to say it's Zali, Z-H-A-L-E. Zhali. How the bird aliens have decided to activate this mating bond for these other aliens is by shooting them with this dart. And they shoot 2 males with the dart, so she has 2 mates. So it becomes a why choose situation. And things ensue. If you've read Werewolf Smut before, you will recognize these aliens' penises. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to say too much more because it's just such a fun book and I don't want to give everything away. But one thing that really made me happy, if you love dinosaurs, if you love Jurassic Park, if you were traumatized by the Land of Before Time, you were gonna love this book, because the alien she falls in love with, one of them, has duck-billed dinosaurs for mounts. And if you didn't know, duck-billed dinosaurs are my favorite dinosaurs. So I was just like so excited to read about that, and now I want to ride a duck-billed dinosaur, and not in a sexual way. That does not happen with the dinosaurs, so get that out of your mind. There's other books for that, and I don't want to read those. I'm scared. Overall, this book was such a fun read. It was a great palate cleanser between this series, which has traumatized me and made me very sad and upset, but I love it. Watch my other book reviews on this one. So if you're in the middle of a very intense romantasy, highly recommend this book as a little breath of fresh air. And because of that, I give it a 10 out of 10. It was so much fun. If you love dinosaurs, if you love prehistoric history, you're gonna love this book. Other fun fact I have to mention is that the bird aliens keep track of how well their mating or bonding is going with essentially these little Tamagotchis. And it's so much fun. Now on to the spice. I do believe there are 4 spicy scenes in this book. I did not mark them all. Oops. spice my bed, but they were fun, especially because you got two aliens, if you know what I mean. And they use their tails as well. Fun fact about these aliens, they can shoot fire from their tails. Don't worry, she does not catch on fire at any point. But anyway, I give the spice a 4 out of 5. It was very good. It was very spicy. I wanted more, and that's the only reason it's getting a 5 or 4, not a 5. This is the second book I've read by this author, and I have thoroughly enjoyed both of them. I will definitely be reading more in her like D&D series. And honestly, just go read this book. If you're looking for just a fun read, her books hit the spot, okay? Go out and read her books. Do it. Till next time, happy reading!